Hi, Vicki. This is Michelle Sherritt with QCamp, and I'm here to review your website. Um, so the first thing that we do when we come to a website is we want to make sure that when we come to the website, we understand exactly what the website is about. Um, so here we know exactly the premise of your website, what your company is about. Um, Aesthetically, what we want to see is we don't want to see a black background with white text. It's very hard on the eyes for users. And also, I understand that you're keeping with the color scheme, and we've talked about this with your logo, so the red, yellow, and black. But there's a way to make the website more pleasing to the eyes for users, make the content not so hard to read, but yet keep with that color scheme. So that's something that we can work on as well. The other thing too that we notice is that you have a slideshow here, I believe with 2 images. So let's just wait for this to cycle through. Yeah. So this is a great image to have of your team. That's great. But then the next slide that comes up is of the company logo, and it doesn't fit within this space. So it looks out of place. So I would definitely, have the picture of your team here, maybe a picture of the side of your truck, maybe a picture of a home, something like that if you want a slideshow going. The other thing too is that this content doesn't line up, so this looks a little goofy. So that's something else. This information over here is a lot of information, so we'd probably limit that. We notice that users do not read a lot of content online. So when they see all of this, most likely they're not going to read it. They may not even skim it. So you just want to basically just have like 2 to 3 sentences on the home page saying exactly what you guys do, and then a way for them to contact you. The next thing is the footer, and this is not a typical footer format. You do have your logo here, but now the logo has changed. It doesn't look like this. I'm not sure which one your logo is. So you want to stay consistent, especially with the branding of your business. The other thing in the footer is you also want to have ways for people to contact you. So all of your social media pages, there would be links down here as well. Let me just go ahead and show you what ours looks like real quick. And they can kind of see what a footer is supposed to have. So if you go to the bottom of ours, we have a little bit about our company. We have our social media links. We have testimonials. You don't necessarily need to have that. We have a blog on our website, so we have recent blog post titles here. If you don't have a blog, that wouldn't be there. We're on Instagram, so we have our Instagram account here. So you want to have a footer that has basic contact information, as well as your copyright, who built your website, and your privacy policy as well. So let's go back to your website. So the next thing that we do is we look at your main menu navigation. So up here for our main menu options, we want to see between 4 and 6 options. You guys have exactly 6, so that's perfect. As far as submenus go, you guys don't have any submenus, so that's good. So we won't even talk about that. For this review, we look at one internal page, so we'll go ahead and look at the About Us page. And so it's good that you stay consistent. The header stays the same. You have your contact information here. This photo, a couple of people's heads are cut off, so we would need to fix that as well. And this tells us a little bit about your company, tells us about your team with some images. So that's good. Just the background is hard to read the content, makes it hard to do that. So we need to fix that. And again, structuring a proper footer as well. I'm going to go ahead and look at some other pages too. So here we have a lot of content. There's a way to kind of go through the content on your website and display it in a way that it presents well to users, so we can assist you with that, of course. Frequently asked questions. There's obviously some programming issues here because you can't see the questions. And when you so this page doesn't work. So that's something that would need to be fixed. We have a contact form, which is good. And then you have a blog. Okay. With 2 blog posts. So I would say if you're going to have a blog, at least post once or twice a week for your business. Otherwise, it's not worth having. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run your website through, it's called validator.w3.org. And this is a free website where you can check to see the programming errors on each page of your website. So you just copy the URL in and then hit go, and then it checks. So on the homepage you have 11 programming errors, which for one, you shouldn't have any programming errors whatsoever. You should want your website to be perfect. But if there are programming errors, your website could be looking and functioning different in different search engines. So basically what you do is you just go to a page of your website, any page, and then just copy the URL, and then go to the validator.w3.org, put in the URL, and hit check. So now on the Learn More page, it's going to tell us how many programming errors are on this page. There's 14. I just want to check the frequently asked questions because this will show you that it really works, because we know that this page does not work. So again, we're going to copy that URL in. And it says that we have 11 programming errors. So those would need to be fixed to make that page work. The next website that's free, what you do is you just simply take the main URL to your website and you go to website.grader.com. And this website's brought to you by HubSpot. Basically what it does is it grades your website out of a score of 100. It looks to make sure that your website's mobile so that it's responsive on mobile devices. It looks at the performance, so load speeds of each page of your website. It looks at the SEO, search engine optimization, if people can find you on the internet, and it looks to make sure that your website's secure. So here it's giving you guys a 72 out of 100. As far as performance goes, you're getting a 17 out of 30. Main reason is the page speeds. So it could be the image sizes that you have. So we could look at that. The website is built for mobile, which is good. Your SEO is a 15 out of 30. So that means that there are some things missing as far as SEO goes, keywords, sitemaps, descriptions for images, that kind of stuff. So that's something that can be fixed. And then your website is secure, which is good. So a 10 out of 10. So basically, that's the website review. And what we will go ahead and do is send that to you. And then you can review it, and then we can kind of discuss it as well. But the main points for your website is definitely aesthetics, the placement of content, how much content should be on the website, the placement of that content, and establishing a good footer here, and getting you guys on social media would be key. So that concludes your website review, and I look forward to talking to you guys. Take care.